Okay, so we're gonna talk about this gaming addiction shit. I didn't read much of this before doing this. I read I just glanced at it and then I decided to make a vlog about it because people love to talk about how that you play too much video games and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? The government wants to be the parent. Shit like that, man. Um, it's like my parents didn't even care how much I played video games as long as I didn't have school the next day. And that's how it was, you know what I'm saying? Like if it was a fucking Friday, no school on the weekends, I could stay up as long as I want. They didn't care. I had no curfew. Oh, you got to go to bed. It's fucking 12 a.m. No, I wasn't like that. Stayed up play as long as I want. I remember I played video games all night until the fucking sun came up, and I ate breakfast and still continued to play the same game with my uncle one day. It was crazy because we stayed up all night playing this game called Prince of Persia. I think it was on the Nintendo. I can't say exactly how many hours it was, but I know we stayed up. I can't remember if it was the nighttime we started playing. I think it wasn't. I think it was like getting dark when we started. I think it was getting dark. But I remember we stayed up all night and the sun came up. We were still playing. We ate breakfast, like I said, and we continued to play. It was a fun time. It was really fun. Because my mom got up, she made us breakfast and shit like that. And we ended up beating the game, of course. It was Prince of Persia is a game that requires a lot of patience. And, you know, a lot of fails all night, you know what I'm saying? We kept failing and trying it again. And yeah, so gaming addiction. So Gamer Thumb posted this. Gamer Thumb TV. He said he's responding to a post that posted this from Totillo, Stephen Totillo, Stephen Totillo. Anyways, he says this is beyond stupid. Gaming addiction is just as real as any addiction, but so is parenting. Be a parent, and this won't happen. Right. What he's saying is that you're the parent. You can put restrictions on your children on how long they can play the game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, phones have it where you have timers where the phone will shut off after a certain time. I believe in consoles as well. Yeah, you could have it on. You could have a console shut off a certain time. You know what I'm saying? So be a parent, and you have to worry about your kid. You have to worry about being like, oh my God, my son is or daughter's addicted to video games and all that shit. And speaking of video game addiction, you're not addicted to playing video games. It's not necessarily playing a video game. It's you're addicted to a game. That's what addiction is. It's a certain game that you like so much that you play it for hours. It's not necessarily video gaming. Because if you are addicted to video gaming, you're going to be playing different games all night. You're going to be switching to this game. You're going to play this game. You play this game. Because normally video game addiction is that they play one single game for hours. That's normally what it is. I just thought I cleared it up. So I'm gonna read. I think he only has 3 replies to his retweet. I'm gonna read the original post as well. Super Nintendo, I like that name. He says it's gonna be interesting to see what they consider gaming addiction. Yeah, I like that. He got a reply from the Gamer Thumb. He says, from the little details I read, one of them seems to be a case with Fortnite. Wow. And the account was created 3 days before the suit. So there's definitely some scammers involved here trying to take advantage. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, Fortnite, even though I'm not interested in myself, I can see why it can be addictive. I've seen somebody. I watched a recording of a guy that's streaming. I didn't watch it because I wanted to see him play Fortnite. He just happened to be playing it while he was talking all this stuff. He entertains me. That's why I clicked on the video. You know what I'm saying? So, and he just happened to play Fortnite. I can see why I was seeing for the first time why people like it so much. You could do a lot of shit in it. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It's more than just running and shooting. You could like sing. You could play like a Guitar Hero esque mode in there. You could do a lot of shit in Fortnite, and plus, not to mention, you got all these skins that you can get as DLC and all type of shit. You can dress up your character pretty much like make them look any way you want. You know what I'm saying? And I can see the addiction and how and why people have fun playing it. Show additional replies, including those that may contain offensive content. Let's see them. Ozzy's Game Room says this is a classic case of dumbass parents shifting the blame for their lack responsibility to their kids. Yeah, I can agree with that. I can't argue with that one. Yeah, they want the government to raise their kids and shit. It's like I would take offense of that if I was a parent. The government telling me how to raise my fucking children, man. I'd be like, get the fuck out of here, man. Okay, Steven, let's read the original post here. He only has 3 replies still. He had 3 replies last night when I checked. I thought he was going to have more by the time I did this video. But he doesn't, so I guess nobody really got nothing to say about this. So here's the original post here from Steven. He says, there are now 7 active gaming addiction lawsuits in the U.S. against many of the biggest companies in gaming, thanks to a new one in Florida. The suits are similar, mostly from parents on behalf of kids they say are so addicted they're struggling in and can't attend school. It's not the government's fault, it's your fault because you're a lousy ass parent. That's obvious. Why are you... What the fuck, man? You are a lousy fucking parent. That's what it tells me. It's plain as day. There's like a graph here. Look at this shit. List of names that the jury trial demand. This sounds like a fucking joke. It really does. Even Rockstar Games, you know who they are. They're behind Grand Theft Auto. They're fucking included. Oh my god, my son's addicted to Grand Theft Auto. Oh shit. They Sony Interactive Entertainment. I'm just reading reading a few. Nintendo of America, to name a few. Holy shit. My thing is, what are they gonna fucking do? You know what I'm saying? So Steven says, I covered the first 6 of these lawsuits a few weeks ago. The most notable new developments. The 7th case, a May 30th hearing, set to potentially consolidate them into one nationwide suit. Some aggressive pushback from Epic Games in an Illinois case. This is ridiculous, man. In Illinois, that's my neck of the woods. Epic's Fortnite was one of the games plaintiff's child was allegedly addicted to. Epic asked for the kid's user info and ran a check. Epic says the results show the child's account was created 3 days before the suit was filed and used for less than an hour. Sounds like a scam. It does. Okay, Epic says the plaintiffs say the child may have used other accounts or even the estranged fathers years ago. No surprise, Eric is pretty unhappy about this and wants the people suing them sanctioned and the case dropped. This is crazy, man. Stephen continues, says most of the suits, including the Florida one, use similar language, involve many of the same lawyers. 100 plus pages of brain scans and lists of patients, some from the likes of Kabam that aren't being sued, or Kabam, whatever how you pronounce it, and claims devs use psychologists to make games more addictive. The fuck? Oh my god! I feel like I'm wasting my time with this shit now. Steven says, as I reported in Game File on April 3rd, an Activision rep especially refuted the claim about psychologists and behavioral experts, as their studios were among those cited without evidence. This is insane. Steven says, so far the industry five defenses have been: one, terms of service. You click to play bars, a lawsuit. Take this to arbitration. Suits don't state specific claims. From devs, free speech protects our content, and even microtransactions are covered there. Yeah, this is going nowhere, basically. An argument, producer liability laws is a dead end because games are intangible, not products. Lawyers in the case in Arkansas have pushed back against those claims by saying, one, it's not about content, it's about conduct. So forget the 1A here. Two, your games and payment systems use AI. AI equals robots equals products. So yes, we can sue you on product liability grounds. Oh my God. Lawyers say AI robots don't get First Amendment protections. Oh my goodness, man. And the Entertainment Software Association gaming lobby, whose members include most of the companies being sued, was weighed in, noting billions of people globally of all ages and backgrounds play video games in a healthy, balanced way. They could be doing worse. There's a lot of worse things you could do than playing video games all day. What the fuck? I'm just saying, as long as it doesn't affect your relationships with others, like you don't spend time with certain people, you don't communicate with people, you just playing video games all day, basically, and you don't talk to anybody. That's fucked up. That makes you, if it's make you antisocial, that's fucked up. It's like, come on, give it a break and just talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Let motherfuckers know you're alive. It was one. I remember I was in GameStop one day, and this dude just happened to come next to me, and we was both looking for games, and he just happened to mention that his girlfriend left him because he didn't want to stop playing this game, and he was happy about it. I was like, holy shit. Man, I'm telling you, man. Stephen says the game companies are hoping for a quick dismissal in each of the suits. On the ground cited above, the abbreviation argument has been a winner for them in non-addition suits from players and parents. The other side wants the state case is frozen pending the consolidation hearing. I don't think this shit is going nowhere. This is fucking stupid. It's not. They make it seem like it's the developers' fault that these fucking kids are playing games all goddamn day and night. It's the parents that need to be fucking sued. Fuck them. They need to be sued. Stephen goes on to say, we'll see how far any of this goes. If the plaintiffs have their way, there would be a trial, discovery on how games and microtransactions are engineered, etc. I'll be surprised if things get there, but you never know. If you find reporting like this interesting and want to see what happens, you can keep up with my coverage at gamefile.news. Okay. So that's his website, game file. So if you want to keep up, there it is. His name is Stephen Totilo. Duck says, so poor parenting blaming everyone but themselves for lack of discipline and ground rules. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. There's no getting around it. Warzone says, if people would actually be parents and interact with their children, keep track of who they are friends with and what their kids are focusing on, this wouldn't be a problem. That's true. This guy says, do you think these cases hold any weight? They don't. They don't hold shit. Mueller says this is the kind of thing that policy makes are in a better position to decide than courts. That said, if the courts don't throw all of those cases out early, there'll be discovery and some bad things could come to light in terms of companies strategically exploiting addiction. Thanks for that, bud, he says. This shit ain't going nowhere, man. Let's get real here. Let's quit fucking around. I mean, come on. Tony Pepperoni. I like that. Tony Pepperoni says there is a genuine conversation to be had about games being developed with the intent of addiction. Engagement based matchmaking, for example. Still, I'm not convinced that these lawsuits are to anyone's benefit. They're not. Of course these developers I'm trying to make these games fun for you to play. They want you to play them. I mean, they want your money too, but they want you to play these games to the point where games such as Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Origins, these games are designed for you to keep playing them fucking forever. They keep adding shit every fucking week on these games. These timed missions and shit. Because they want you to play them forever. So of course they're making these games so you can play them, you can come back to. They hope that you want to keep playing them. What is wrong with that? But if you are a child and you have parents, they have the right to put limits on how long you play these games. That's simple. Rose says, especially when there's a parent present in their life to counterbalance that effect. To convince me, they would need to show that reasonable parenting couldn't counter their children's addictive behaviors. They don't have reasonable parents. Tony says we should not let companies have free reign over how they market to children. There is no reason children without what you call reasonable parenting deserve to be exploited any more than children with helicopter parents. Wait, hold on a second. It's their game. They can market it however they want to children. It's up to the parent. It's up to the parents if their children cannot play that game. It's like the developers are not the fucking parents, man. So they could make their games however they want. They know the boundaries. So yeah, man. He also says the USA passed the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. The FTC has extensive guidelines marketing to children. Bush passed the Children's Television Act in the 90s, etc. Well, it's not doing a good job. The president is to target the problem at the source, not the parents. Huh. He also says there is no reason to create legislation that says you can only target children with unstable parenting. Who's doing that? All children deserve to live in a world that isn't actively trying to addict them to something or exploit them for money, regardless of how reasonable their parenting is. Dude, these children have bad parents. That's all there is to it. They just try. They using. They go into like the higher ups and blaming the developers over their bullshit. They can tell their children what games not to play. They can limit how long their children play video games. They are the parents. Moving on. Mike X says, then don't buy your kids video games. Parents want to take issue with everyone and everything except their own parenting. Do games find a way to exploit kids with MTX? Yes, but guess who has the disposable income to buy their kids consoles, tablets, etc.? Their parents. Well said. Let's see if Tony responds to this. He didn't. Anyways, Pixelator says, I agree, but kids find a way to get games without purchasing. It's actually a never-ending issue we deal with at the school I work at. How does that happen? How does your child get games without purchasing it? What you mean, the free-to-play games that you play online? Yeah, anybody can download that if you got internet access. Access to PSN, for example, or Xbox Live, you could download that shit for free. But those games are like online only, so they're the only ones. Those are the only games that can be actually gotten without the parents knowing. So how do the kids get games without purchasing? I wish he would have went into detail. What, they friends give them a physical copy of the game, so you can have this. That's one way of getting it. What other way do they get it without purchasing it? What, does a parent buy GTA that's rated M for mature and the kid somehow plays it when the parent is away? That's one way of getting it, playing it. I don't see what he's talking about. But anyways, Mike X says, if you are an engaged parent, you should know the content your kids are consuming. Period. Excuses are just like buttholes, especially when there are options for parental controls on the devices. Yep, you got that. For video games aren't the major issue. It's the lack of oversight. Well said, Mike. Well fucking said. Neek says, sir, stop. You're making too much sense. He's making a lot of sense. What's wrong with that? Tony says, / residents of evil, says, maybe parents should try being a parent to their kid rather than a friend, or stop giving iPads and phones to children the second they are born. Well said. Can't agree more. Blue PDX says, try being a more hands-on parent and you won't have these kinds of issues. If my parents are just let me run rampant with their credit card on a gaming console, then the same would have happened. The difference is I was taught responsibility, accountability, and required to learn. Amen. Amen. I'm loving these comments. Jamaican Paradise says, parents just need to take accountability. It's the same as those who just turn on the TV all the time to watch the kids. If parents were involved more, then you could easily monitor these things. Easiest thing is keep the systems in the living room. Limit the access. Yes, AKA be the fucking parent, not their friend. And don't be fucking neglectful. Know what your kids are playing. Know what they're watching. You're the fucking parent. Plain and simple. 0x says, what value not on the list? Oh, wait, what valve not on the list? I guess Counter-Strike not popular among kids. Is he making a joke? Fuzzy says, as a parent, this feels like a cop-out. It is. It is a cop-out from being a parent. Joel says, Roblox guilty. He plays Roblox all day. Anyways, some people got jokes, man. Enric says, how's any of these companies' fault that the plaintiffs suck at parenting? That's what I've been trying to figure out since I started reading this shit. How in the fuck is the developer's fault that their kid is addicted to their game? Like, excuse me for making a game interesting and fun. I'm sorry, but I can't put limits on them. That's your job because you're the fucking parent. Some more replies. Let's go for it. How much time? 26 minutes, not nearly enough. Let's read some more replies. Chu says can't attend school. Lol. Whoops his ass to school. What the fuck? Lol. Still a minor going to school? Take the game away while he's at school. Jesus. Lol. It's not hard. Yeah, it's not. Like, what the kid's gonna do? Whoop you? Shit. Oh, I guess that's it. Wow, I was having fun with this. I don't know what the fuck this mean. That's why sometimes I have to read that shit out loud. But yeah, it doesn't seem like it pertains to the subject matter. Anyways, yeah, so that's it for this. I thought I was gonna read a lot more posts. Yeah, this lawsuit is fucking retarded, man. It is. And that's all I gotta say about that. It's stupid. I was tempted to stop this vlog and just delete the motherfucker and go on with my day. But I said, fuck it, let me keep reading because I might find some amusing shit. And lo and behold, I did. So, there you go. Yeah, so this concludes this screen catcher vlog here on this subject matter about I don't have no idea what I'm going to entitle this. About a video game addiction. What the fuck is wrong with these parents, man? Holy fucking shit. God. That's what happens when you have your legs if you want to have sex without fucking protection and shit. What the fuck? They become parents and they still kids themselves. Holy shit, man. But yeah, so that's it for this. With that being said, this is why Chromosome sign the fuck out. Peace and love. Good health to you all. And be safe out there. Peace. I'm out.